Interesting news happening here, and we're going to use this as a way to introduce a new word or new phrase that you may not have heard of. I heard this yesterday listening to Michael Shmerkanish, and I bring up a lot because I listen to a lot. A very smart guy and a guy I try to pattern my actual career stuff after. But it's something called the liar's dividend. This is something that's been out there for a while, but he brought it up specifically talking about the story with Mark Robinson, and we'll go to him in a moment. But let's talk about what the liar's dividend is. It's an idea that in a world where deepfakes and misinformation are common, basically things that aren't true are out there all along, individuals can exploit those public skepticisms by denying the truth. This means that even when a claim a person does is factual, you have all the facts in the world to say that they did it, because there's a world that's filled with so many things that aren't real and fake things out there. They can just say it's fake and manipulated, and somebody will believe them because there's so much distrust in what's actually real. What's actually real gets distrusted. Now, Mike Robinson, of course, the lieutenant governor of North Carolina, the man running for governor, and who basically had an outside chance of getting there. And with the new revelations of his porn stuff, probably won't make that happen. He's being distanced by a lot of people in the Republican Party as a person not worth talking about right now. But the allegations are so damaging around Mark Robinson that have surfaced, whether they're real or not, whether they're true or not, maybe they could be fake. The fact that he used the words AI and used that as a way to say it's all fake stuff, because there's so many things that are out there that can be faked, he can use that to his advantage to make people believe that maybe it is faked. People who believe him, who want to fall in line with what he's saying, will tend to believe that what he's saying is true until someone proves it otherwise. And the fact that CNN did the expose, many people believe that what CNN says isn't true, and they're actually out to get Republicans in general, Donald Trump specifically. And we see a lot of that happening. So that's something to look for. Mark Robinson can use the liar's dividend by using the fact that he is the liar, but he's making dividends off the fact that there's so much stuff out there that is truly a lie. You can maybe discount the fact that what he's saying, what he's doing is the truth or not. Let's go to the big guy. Let's talk about Donald Trump. He has used the fake news mantra since he began his start in politics, literally, 12 years ago when he came down the escalator and all that great stuff. Fake news was what he said about things that weren't just falling in line with what he wanted to believe. If it was something that he didn't like, he just called it fake news and said it wasn't real. And it normally was real. And it usually was not fake news, but fake news was a thing in the past, was just, a snooze show that just made fun of the news and did things like that. Not necessarily the news. You remember that from 40 odd years ago. But fake news throughout his career, things that people said that aren't what he liked to hear, he just said it didn't exist and moved on from there. And because he's such a great arbiter of disinformation and damaging information on his own, the fake news mantra caught on. You may remember Kellyanne Conway and her alternative facts when that came to be a thing. And people are like, what the hell are alternative facts? Facts are facts. Guess what? Alternative facts caught on as a thing, and now it is something that we talk about. Alternative facts. If someone says something and another group says, no, that's not true, these things was actually true, you can't compare them as, well, we know these to be facts. No, this is my truth, so they're an alternative set of facts. It's pretty ridiculous, but it is what it is. Donald Trump uses liar's dividend and has been using it forever and is a master player of the game in this. Essentially, he lies all the time. If you hadn't figured out yet, he lies all the time. Many things he says are extremely false, nowhere near true, and people love it, eat it up because they want to believe it. If people believe things, people want to believe what they want to believe, and a person who is telling things they want to hear is telling them that other people want him to be taken down, want to prove him wrong, are looking out for themselves, not for you or for me, but I'm looking out for you. So believe what I say and let the other people with their fake news say what they want to and spread their lies and their alternative facts that they believe are real that aren't true. Go with that one. Liar's dividend is something that's extremely new to me and something that I'm going to look deeper into and probably write more about this because it's an interesting concept. But it's the main reason behind the whole "do you believe me or your lying eyes" joke from Eddie Murphy from literally 30 years ago, back in Eddie Murphy Raw. Do you believe the facts? Do you believe the truth? Do you believe what you see right there in front of you? Or do you believe the person who is obviously manipulating you, but has been doing it for so long, you've fallen for the manipulation? Give me some comments on what you think about this video, what you think about the thought process, and some news stuff. What do you think about Donald Trump rolling into what are the final days into the election? And what do you think about Mark Robinson and his chances of maybe becoming governor, because he's still on the ballot? They can't take him off. But these allegations are terrible. Even so, are they bad enough? And is he a good enough worker in government? I don't think he is, to still get the job of governor in North Carolina.